Hi everybody, Vegas from Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard, and today's review is exciting for me because it's a Western. I'm a Western fanatic. I have so many Westerns in my collection. I have it on 16mm, I have it on DVD, I have a picture of John Wayne hanging right over there. I love Westerns to death. I think it's such an American genre. It's an original art for film that's American born, you know, the Wild West and cowboys and the whole nine yards. I just love that whole genre. And to get a Western in this day and age is really rare. I mean, we had 3:10 to Yuma, you know, with Russell Crowe and Christian Bale, and just we have some really good Westerns over the last maybe 4 or 5 years, but they're really hard to come by. So now we have an independent film starring Natalie Portman, Joel Edgerton, and Ewan McGregor, and it's called Jane Got a Gun. It's essentially about a bad guy married up with an outlaw woman, excuse me, not outlaw woman, a frontier woman, and they fell in love, but he was part of a gang, and now the gang is coming back for some revenge. So they thought they could get off the grid, and you're talking like 1870. If you can't get off the grid in the West in 1870, you know, when can you? So they're off the grid, but of course the Bishop gang, led by Ewan McGregor, is coming to hunt Noah Emmerich and Natalie Portman down. Now, what Natalie Portman doesn't understand is, when you're in the Wild West, when you're the wife of an outlaw, these things, she's expecting these things to happen. So she's terrified, you know, but she's kind of tough. Don't get me wrong. She's got the cool outfit and she rises to the occasion, but she can't do it alone because her husband was shot 5 times already by the gang. So the movie opens with her trying to nurse him back to health, but the gang is not too far behind. I think you'd say the movie takes place in a day and a night, I think. And so she goes off to see Joel Edgerton, who they have a past too. So there's a love story, there's a love triangle going on here. So Edgerton was the love from the past, and then you have Emmerich, the love of the future, and there's all kinds of, you know, flashbacks that go on during the movie. Now, I'm normally not one for flashbacks. I get kind of annoyed with it, and if you ever went to film school and in screenwriting classes, you know, never, you know, some of the tips, never use a flashback. You know, it's like almost like a Star Trek, like a sci-fi movie. Don't use time travel because you just, you know, keep using it over and over and over until it's just like, it doesn't work anymore. So, you know, the flashbacks and this become kind of like slow and annoying at times, but when that third act comes around, it all makes sense. It really does. By that time, you'll have this really cool gunfight. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but what's really cool about Jane Got a Gun is that we have Gavin O'Connor, the director. He does unconventional things. So if you're a fan of Westerns and you like the shootout and you like all these kind of cliches that are in Western, he really takes them and makes them his own. He does this really cool coverage, and the way, look where he puts the camera through like the horses' reins. He has shots. So I really noticed he was trying to do something besides just sticking a camera there. And the third act, when the final conflict happens, I was really happy as a Western fanatic that, wow, this is cool. This is going to be a cult favorite. It's going to be an indie hit, and especially if you love Westerns. Some background. My notes over here. This movie was like plagued with all kinds of problems. It was supposed to come out like a year ago. It was shot in 2013, and there was another director attached to it. She had problems with the producer, and there's lawsuits. And listen to the people. Ewan McGregor plays the heavy. He plays Bishop. He plays the bad guy in the movie. But you had Jake Gyllenhaal, Tobey Maguire, Jeff Bridges, Bradley Cooper was the last one to sign on. So this movie just, I'm watching Ewan McGregor. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm a big fan, but why? Why don't we have someone else that's a little more, you know, maybe villainous? And there was a lot of people attached to this movie, a lot of them. And Gavin O'Connor, you probably remember, he directed Warrior with Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton. Oh my God, what a phenomenal film that was. So this movie has a great production history, and it's also a really cool indie Western. And Natalie Portman's really good too. And lots of cool stuff. And I had a good time. I really did. So if you like Westerns, listen to me. Go check out Jane Got a Gun, and you'll have a good time. All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com and check out my podcast at iTunes, and hit me up on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those things. Love to hear from you. And of course, subscribe, comment below, thumbs up. It's a big, long checklist, but I know you can do it. From Sin City, from Vegas. I'll see you next time.